Alright, what's up guys, Game Fifi and War Games here. I'm here back with Blockbuster Tips on our special WrestleMania 29 edition of Drama Scripted Saturday. And yes, we know that it is, 8 days away? Just about. Eight days away, so I thought we'd bring this video to you now, a week ahead, so it could, you guys could eat this all up and build up to WrestleMania, which is in 8 days away. So, I don't have to bring it out on Saturday and then it's tomorrow, when the majority of you might not even, you guys will be too excited about WrestleMania to even see this edition. Like, you guys might be trying to get here, which is the tri-state area. Yes, I know I didn't even mention New Jersey because New Jersey still gets no love, but yeah. So we're just going to talk about the 4 big matches, which mainly why you guys are probably buying the show, and that is probably for the Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio heavyweight title match, Triple H versus Brock Lesnar match, Undertaker versus CM Punk, and yeah, I thought it was once in a lifetime too, the John Cena versus The Rock match. But this time, the title's on the line. But anyway, we're gonna start off with the people.
Alright, when Jack Swagger came back a couple months ago, we thought, I personally thought that it was one of those empty comebacks, like Drew McIntyre when he tried to come back as the Playboy and failed. But it ended up becoming something a little entertaining. Like, he first came out by himself, and then next thing you know, Zeb Coulter came out, which, if you know him from the past, his name is Dutch Mantell. He was an old manager in the other companies for wrestling. But he was already really known in WWE until now. He came back, and next thing you know, out of a sudden, they just turned real American on everybody, and just started off like going off on immigrants, illegals, all that stuff. Just saying that they want the real America back. It's kind of entertaining, but in the same way, it was pushing the buttons because it got the attention to like Glenn Beck and all that stuff, which is funny, and it was crazy enough that that Zeb Coulter, the Dutch Mantell, he actually like went kayfabe in a promo and told Glenn Beck to go on the show and make his rebuttal and all that stuff. It didn't happen because Glenn Beck is a pussy. Oops.
So CM Punk said, "Oh shit," and he has a job, so yeah.
But after the whole arrest thing, because I'm sure everybody knows that Jack Swagger got arrested for possession of marijuana. The push is like for me after that happened, the push is basically dead. I think before this arrest that Jack Swagger was going to win the title. After this, I don't think so. I think that the Zeb Coulter thing is gonna come a full circle and go on in the sunset. But I think that the Jack Swagger role is gonna be a little dumbed down because even now, like even the crowd is not really liking the whole storyline anymore. And also it shows that WWE is dropping the ball a little bit because if another person gets arrested and everything else, they get shot to the ground. But yeah. Jack Swagger got arrested with marijuana. Same thing with RVD. And look what happened to RVD. He lost 2 titles in 2 days. So I guess the only reason why this match is still going on is because it was so close to WrestleMania that they didn't want to kill a push.
Yeah, they can't kill it.
They can't.
Yeah. My thoughts on it, the whole the people. Like I was a really big fan of this. Of the whole storyline and everything, and then Jack Swagger had to do something stupid, and it ruined it. Like it really could still be as big as once it started off, but since he got arrested for possession of drugs, WWE doesn't go as hard to push that storyline as much anymore. So as you saw, they just have Jack Swagger like put him in the ankle lock and break Ricardo's ankle. But they could have done so much more. They could have even been bigger, and Jack Swagger would have had the same amount of airtime they had when the We the People thing first started to now he only gets 10 minutes. But before where he got like 20, where he got a promo and he got a cut. Notice that they don't do the Trent on Soil on Us promos anymore. Did you notice that? Did you notice that there's no Zeb Culture, We the People, no more? There's no more YouTube videos. Wanna know why? Because WWE stopped it because Jack Swagger messed up. But remember they kept doing that on the side. So he had his own YouTube channel putting it up. Those videos made it on Raw and SmackDown. Plus he already had 10 to 15 minutes of airtime. But since Jack Swagger messed up, they cut it down on it and they cut down on the promo and they don't present We the People anymore because Jack Swagger messed up. All in all, I feel that it's going to be a great match, but it could have been something better than it already is. But again, Jack Swagger
messed it up.
So
lead the people.
Yeah.
So the picks pretty much is simple for me. I think they're gonna keep on going with the demographic because I guess the whole Hispanic demographic is gonna be brought up again because again Rey Mysterio was injured. He injured his right knee. He had surgeries on his left knee numerous times, and now he tore his right knee up. So I don't see him like wrestling that much anymore in the future. And Sin Cara is a bust ever since he got signed by Triple H.
No, ever since Survivor Series of 2011.
Yeah, that was fun.
Where he botched himself into a coma.
Yeah. So after this whole Jack Swagger thing, definitely for sure, I see that Del Rio's gonna win the match, and he's probably gonna have a little long run with the title, but yeah, Del Rio wins. Swagger fucked up.
Yeah, Del Rio wins because Swagger messed up. Now we're going to go on to the Brock Lesnar versus Triple H match, which should be I'm assuming it's going to be the main event of the second hour of WrestleMania. But I feel that they really dropped the ball on this, and they only have one more Monday to promote this match. But I feel like they really dropped the ball. I feel like they could have done a lot more with this feud, because all this hype and all this commotion, all this drama scripted action, only for a no holds barred, false count anywhere retirement match. Well, excuse me, your career is on the line match, retirement match. And I feel like they could have done something else instead of that. Like, really, that was it. That was the big hidden secret. You made us wait a week just for that. I thought it was going to be something else. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll be a good match, but I feel with the build-up and everything, they kind of just dropped the ball. Your thoughts?
For me, I see why they made this match. Yeah, it's kind of a letdown of the way they delivered it. But for me, it's big just for the fact that this retirement match is actually for real for me. Like the past times he said he's going to retire, everything else, of course it wasn't going to be true at all. Of course, Triple H, he saw his buddy Shawn Michaels retire at WrestleMania. He saw his other buddy, Ric Flair, retire at WrestleMania. Why not retire at WrestleMania too? So those past times, I knew that he was going to retire. For me, the reason why is not really a letdown to me because he wants to finish his career at WrestleMania. At this point, he's basically becoming Vince McMahon right now behind the stage. He's gaining full control and everything else. He's handling the talent.
He already has the
haircut. So for me, and it's slowly coming to the point where he doesn't need to wrestle anymore. If you see like there's as you see in WrestleMania 2 in the card, there's a lot of young talent that's being brought up, and it's probably because of this guy right here, Triple H. It was still Vince McMahon fully on board backstage. We will still see a lot of old people come back and whatever. But for me, it's a big thing because Triple H is actually trying to retire. I think he's gonna retire this year. That's why I think it's a big deal because other people like it got to the point where he said he's gonna retire. It got watered down to the point if he says right now I'm gonna retire, people won't believe him. So I think he's telling the truth now. I think he's getting his WrestleMania retirement moment. But yeah, so go on to the match. No holds barred. I think that it's Triple H's last match. I think he's going to get done. A lot of people say he's going to win the match. I was there personally for the first match at SummerSlam. I was in LA. and I saw Brock Lesnar broke his arm. So I think if he's not gonna break his arm this time. I think he's gonna get beat up. It's gonna be a close match between them two, and I think that Triple H is gonna lose and retire because he got to do business in the back.
Yeah, yes and no. Like, it is Triple H, but Triple H has that giant ego where he wants to. He seems like a man that wants to his cake and eat it at the same time. Like, I feel that knowing Triple H and knowing how he likes to bury people, that he's gonna go into this match and somehow wins and then announce his retirement like later on Raw. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel because that's his ego. That's how big his ego is.
True.
Yeah.
But he has a bad record at WrestleMania though. You really think about it.
Cough, Big Show.
He has a very not as bad as
so.
But still bad enough. He lost to like John Cena.
That didn't happen.
Take it twice. No, take it 3 times, but you only mentioned 2 times because
he did lose to Steven Richards.
Steven Richards was the man.
At WrestleMania, the Triple Threat.
I hope everybody understood what we were saying.
Yeah, I hope.
Please, everybody understand what we're saying. But yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah, but I feel that's how it is. I feel that he's just gonna beat Brock Lesnar, and then in Triple H fashion, he's gonna retire on Monday Raw. That's how I feel it's gonna happen.
No, that sounds good too.
The next match should be the main event of the 3rd hour. Should be the CM Punk versus Taker match, and the streak is on the line. You have CM Punk, quote-unquote, the best in the world, which really isn't his quote. For those hardcore fans that watch, you should know that that's not his quote. But yeah, CM Punk, the best in the world, versus The Undertaker, who is currently 20-0 at WrestleMania. And so far, it's a normal match. There's no gimmicks. I'm surprised. I'm actually happy that there's no gimmicks in this match.
Well, in the past 5 years, there was only actual gimmicks until last year with the Hell in a Cell thing. But yeah.
Yes, there was. Special guest referee.
Well, that was for last year. That was 2 things in one.
Yeah, wasn't the year before.
No, that was just HBK.
No. 2 years ago was Triple H and Raw. Wasn't after the Hell in a Cell one before that? Wasn't
no, before the Hell in a Cell one was a regular match between them two.
Yeah. Oh, it felt like a hardcore. No, you sure it wasn't? A sledgehammer was involved, sir. And that bell did not ring.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
it was an ODQ match.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is like, and then the one, then it was Shawn Michaels 2 times in a row.
2 times in a row, that was a regular match.
Those were regular matches. So this is like the first time in 3 years that it's a normal. This is why I'm happy. I'm surprised there's no gimmick. Yeah, you have to get through Monday. Hopefully they don't add anything stupid on Monday. But yeah, we gotta get through Monday. But yeah, I actually like it. This, CM Punk is being CM Punk, just the little things, adding his heel roll, like fooling around with the urn, dropping it, twirling it around, having Paul Heyman, like when Taker came out of nowhere to beat him up, having Paul Heyman run, that was the fastest I've ever seen a Walrus run, by the way. That was have you ever seen Paul Heyman run that fast?
It's like he saw ECW in its original form and started running after it because he wants that title back.
But yeah, it's just the little things that CM Punk does with the urn, like play Globetrotters with it, play around, flick it off his wrist, drop it, drop the S-bomb. Vince doesn't complain. He pile driver Cena, Vince complains. But yeah, this just Punk being Punk, Punk being who he is. Your thoughts on this?
A lot of people saw bad intentions in this whole storyline so far because Paul Bearer just died, of course.
Which at first I honestly didn't believe it was real. Yeah. I didn't see everybody's gonna hate me, but when they said Paul Bearer died on WWE.com, they never stated like what was the cause of death right away. They just said, "Oh, he died," and I was like, "It's funny that he died just as Undertaker comes back." So that's why I didn't believe it. But then multiple sources started coming in, yes, that he actually did die, and then. I was like, oh, okay, but I know it sounds messed up, but yeah, at first
I thought this man was horrible because initially when they announced his death, they actually used his real name. So from that point, I knew it was.
I didn't believe it.
I understood.
WWE has faked too many deaths on national television to believe a death.
I understood the reason why he said that, but from the initial point when I saw William Moody, I knew he passed away and everything else. But in a way, I saw his point of why they went through this whole thing, and especially when the rivalry just started.
And he just came back to Raw?
He just came back to Raw.
And then you're going to say, oh yeah, Paul Bearer died. What?
Taker came back on Monday, Paul Bearer died Tuesday.
That's why I was like, this is not true. But it is true. He is dead.
So, basically, before this whole rivalry actually started off, the sons of Paul Bearer went up to creative and gave the blessing for this whole storyline. So all the people that think that CM Punk is going over the line, he really is not. I mean, at the same time, those same fans that want the Attitude Era back, just because he's holding an urn, and I was like, oh, he's over the line. Do you see the stupid shit that has been going on in the Attitude Era? Go back to 1998, 1999. I showed this guy a couple of tapes. Way worse things.
Undertaker cut his own wrist and put his blood in a small urn and had this dude drink it, and then he ran.
Yeah. So
and then before YouTube starts think that we're talking about something else, and then this video gets flagged.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So onto the whole rivalry. I think it's gonna be a good match. I mean, the Undertaker is always having great matches. He don't need people to put him over because he's the Undertaker, and he could carry a match, and CM Punk can carry a match, and it's been long enough where he knows what to do in the ring. I think this is more of a respect match. I think that this is the ultimate respect where Undertaker chose his opponent for WrestleMania, and he chose CM Punk. Back when CM Punk first started in WWE, Taker did not like CM Punk because he did not wear the suits and everything else. Taker actually did, and there was a time back in the day where CM Punk did not wear suits, and he still doesn't.
Yeah.
But since Taker was a big dog in the backstage, he saw disrespect and everything else, and that's why CM Punk was buried a lot of times. People don't know that, so there you go.
Then again, he did win the belt in 2009 in the Hell in a Cell match against Undertaker.
Undertaker won that match, yeah.
So
yeah. So, but now I think that respect has come full circle. Basically, the Undertaker finally saw a good thing on CM Punk and chose him as his opponent. I think it's gonna be a great match. I think it's gonna steal the show because we know The Rock and Cena's not gonna be great. The crowd is gonna take over that match because New York City.
It's not New York City. MetLife Stadium's address is in New Jersey.
New York City.
It's not New
York City. So,
I don't see why WWE has "I'm Coming Home" as their theme song when their home is not New Jersey, it's New York.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be the best match in the show. I don't see any other match topping that match at all. CM Punk's very technical. So is Undertaker. And my prediction is, it's kind of unpredictable what might happen. I don't know. But thanks to the whole, I think, Paul Bearer thing, that Taker's going to win the match and grab back his urn. So in a way, it's getting Paul Bearer back.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction, and what's yours?
Taker wins, because it's WrestleMania. That's pretty much it, and it should be a good match. And probably which is going to be the final match on the card, which is the twice in a lifetime, John Cena versus The Rock. But this time,
it matters.
It matters because the WWE title is on the line. Yeah, you can start with this first, because wait, do you have the video of us from last year?
Yeah.
Can you just take what we said back then and then put that here?
Copy and paste? What, you said that celebrities never lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be different this time, though.
Oh, well, yeah, because The Rock is too big of a
Alright, so, I think this is going to be a better match because more drama is being into it. And I'm psychic, by the way. And the reason why I'm psychic is because, aside from Dante, of course, I have other friends that or WrestleMania fans, wrestling fans, when I was telling them how John Cena will never turn heel, never. And I told them the only way that Cena's gonna turn heel is this: is an authority figure helps him win against The Rock. Celebrities never win. But if you make him lose, you have to cheat. So I told my friend before this happened, have John Laurinaitis come back. This was before the spoilers.
Well, that's funny because guess who showed up with Smack?
Exactly. So I told him because Vicky Guerrero is not gonna be a big enough name to help John Cena or everything else. She's not. You know, she has heel heat. But
Isn't she a face now?
Well, I don't know who she is anymore.
Yeah, because
So like, there was no other authority figure because Vince McMahon won't do that whole thing again. He's too old.
It was me, Austin. It was me.
I told my friend the only way that this can happen is if Big Johnny comes back and becomes something else, something of an authority figure, and then through there. He was going to come to the match and help John Cena win the title. And guess what happened in SmackDown? I read the spoilers. And I went to this man's reaction to see when that guy come back. Guess who came back? John Laurinaitis came back, and that's part one of my psychic kind of thing. So I think it'll be a little swerve. I think for the first time I can say that John Cena might turn heel. So, I think that at the end of the match, Cena's gonna win the title. Just, with the whole dark belt thing now, he's gonna turn heel because he's dark now.
I don't see Cena turning heel. I just know Cena's gonna win because The Rock has like 6,000 movies to promote this year, so he can't do both. And yes, I know I just broke all kayfabe, all holy hell, but yeah, that's just the main truth.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying John Cena's gonna win.
Well, Cena is gonna win.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna turn heel.
So basically, it's kind of the same same winner. Just I think that it might be a possibility that Cena might turn heel. I don't know, and it tied with the whole promo down this past Monday where Cena said he'll do anything to beat The Rock. And my prediction with my friend, party came true when Big Johnny came back, and it's weird, but I think that of course we both say that John Cena's gonna win the match. I think he's gonna turn heel. He doesn't. But I of course there's gonna be a rematch on Extreme Rules, so there will be a John Cena versus The Rock 3 next month. So it's gonna happen again.
Who buys Extreme Rules?
That was Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Who brought that? Did you order that?
A lot of people ordered it.
Did you order that?
I streamed it.
Did
I streamed it. Take that. Pay review.
Did you?
I streamed it. But yeah. So again, the last thing I gotta say is that I'm gonna be there at WrestleMania. I'm gonna have fun. I'm going to the Hall of Fame because this Hall of Fame is jam-packed with stars and everything else. I'm not going to miss that. WrestleMania, I cannot wait. I can finally check off WrestleMania for my bucket list. My
bucket list is 3 pages long.
So yeah,
I'm only 23. That's the best part about that story. So yeah, my bucket list is long and I'm only 23. The best part about that part is I'm only 23.
We will not talk about TNA because
I haven't watched TNA in the past 2 weeks, and I think that's a record for me.
It should stay that
way.
I
haven't. Yeah.
I heard Funaki came to the company.
After they tried. After 2 weeks ago, where the whole giant episode was just a giant recap on how Bully Ray's giant plan was how he got the aces and eights, and they tried so hard to make it seem that Bully Ray did everything that connected to make everything make sense. I was like, no, None of this makes sense. There's no plan. That cannot have been the plan from start. TNA, you know you don't do booking like that. You do, no. Just, no. I couldn't accept that. The BS that they tried to feed me about how this was Bully Ray's whole big giant scheme, all the way from the start of the freaking, what's that, Blindfold series? Yeah, no. I can't take no. That's not no.
And I'm the one that rants.
No.
So
I can't.
I'm gonna.
So I haven't watched TNA in 2 weeks.
I'm gonna close this video right here. So as always.
Why the hell was there a fatal 4-way match to discover the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title? There's no rematch clauses anymore. But yeah, end the show. End the show, please.
So as always, there will always be
a Drama Script Saturday.
Every Saturday.
It's just
guaranteed. And of course, you'll have Mr. Dante here next week. Mostly I won't be in the video, but he'll rant about TNA next week. Have fun. Yeah, good night, everybody. This is Blockbuster Tibbs.
Yeah, this is Game Feed. If you know about games, how to stalk me is in the description below.
I'm out.
Yeah, later.